Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all healthy and safe at home. So, with the last lecture, we had completed the theorems of this section 9.9, independence of the path. So, in this lecture, we are going to start doing the problems using the theorems that we have discussed so far. So, let us just recall the theorem that we had done, and let's see, is f conservative or not? This is the problem. If we are asked whether to determine whether the vector field is conservative or not, we shall be using the last theorem to check whether the given vector field is conservative or not. So the main content is, we just have to see, we know if we are given f is equal to pi plus qj, we just have to check whether dou p by dou y is equal to dou q by dou x. So with this equation we can see, or with this equation we can verify that the given f vector field is conservative or not using the last theorem 9.9.4. So let's do the examples which are given in your textbook. So first example is to check whether the field, we have often been using this example, that is f of xy is equal to yi plus xj. This is, we have to check whether this field is conservative or not, right? So clearly p is equal to y, q is equal to x. So what will be dou p by dou y? It is 1. And what is dou q by dou x? It is again 1. Also, what is it? The functions p and q are continuous and they have continuous partial derivatives. So all the conditions of the theorem 9.9.4 is satisfied, and also dou p by dou y is equal to dou q by dou x. So we can say that using the theorem, the vector field given is conservative. Now the next example is also similar. You just have to determine whether the given vector field is conservative or not. So f of xy is x square minus 2y cube I plus x plus 5yg. Now here p is x square minus 2y cube and q is x plus 5y. So what will be dou p by dou y? We have to differentiate partially with respect to y, keeping x as a constant. So this will become 0 and this will become 3 into 2, that is 6y square minus 6y square. And what will be dou q by dou x? We have to partially differentiate q with respect to x, keeping y as a constant. So this will become 0 and the derivative of x is 1. So dou q by dou x is 1. So here dou p by dou y is not equal to dou q by dou x for all points in the plane. So from the previous theorem we can conclude that f is not conservative, right? Now let's see another example also, that is, determine whether the vector field f of x comma y given by minus y into e raised to minus xyi minus x into e raised to minus xyj is conservative or not. Again we just have to see whether dou p by dou y is equal to dou q by dou x. So we have p is equal to minus y e raised to minus xy and q is minus x e raised to minus xy. Now what will be dou p by dou y? Here we have to apply the product rule, right? So it will be, first we'll differentiate e raised to minus xy. What will it be? It will be y into e raised to minus xy into minus x. So minus into minus will become plus. So we get xy e raised to minus xy plus, what is the differentiation of y? That is 1. So minus e raised to minus xy. Here we'll have to apply product rule because there are two terms containing y and we are differentiating p partially with respect to y. I hope this is clear. Similarly, we have to differentiate partially q with respect to x. So again here we will have to apply the product rule. So what do we get? We get, first term will be minus x into, we are differentiating e raised to minus xy. What will be the differential? E raised to minus xy into constant, that is y, minus y. So minus into minus, again plus. So we get plus xy e raised to minus xy. That is the first term. And the next term is again partially differentiating with respect to x means this will become 1. So it will be minus e raised to minus xy. So I hope the differentiation is clear, partial differentiation. We have done a lot of examples while dealing with the section of partial derivatives itself. So from this it is clear that dou p by dou y is equal to dou q by dou x. And also the components of f, that is p and q, are continuous and have continuous partial derivatives. So using the theorem 9.9.4, we can say that dou p by dou y is equal to dou q by dou x for every x and y in the given plane, and thus f is conservative. So it is pretty much simple to check whether f is conservative. We just have to verify whether dou p by dou y is equal to dou q by dou x. Now the next important question that comes in our mind is, if f is a conservative vector field, how does one find a potential function phi for f? I am sure that when I had given you an assignment, that might have come across your mind that how can we see or how can we show that f is conservative. So one thing we have shown using the previous theorem 9.9.4, that we can easily check whether the given vector field is conservative. And the next thing that we have to move forward is what is the, if f is conservative, what will be the potential function corresponding to f. We shall deal with that question in our next session. So thank you, stay home and stay safe.